Advania Datacenters.
Hello, I work for Advania Datacenters, and we locate our data centers in Iceland. My name is Ægir Magnússon, and I'm the Business Development Director for Advania Datacenters. I've been working for Advania since 2006 originally, and I started in selling managed services, and I'm now primarily focusing on selling our data center services. Advania Datacenters is part of the Advania brand, which is a large Nordic IT and managed services provider. We have around 1,500 employees in the Nordics, and annual revenue is around 400 million euros. And we have clients based both in the Nordics and also in most other places globally. I work for the data center part specifically, and we focus on crypto hosting services and also on HPC and AI. So we both have Tier 1 and Tier 3 data center facilities suited for these services. Today we have 35 full-time employees and engineers. Today we are running around 70 megawatts of power capacity. And the data center revenue for 2019 was around $50 million. So our main focus is high-density data center infrastructure. The history behind Advania Data Centers, Advania acquired a startup in Iceland called Thor DC in 2011. And then in 2014, we started our second data center site in Iceland, which we call Mjölnir. And then we started growing pretty fast in that area, and today we have around 70 megawatts of power. Here is an overview of where our data centers are located in Iceland. So the original Thor data center is located in Reykjavík. And there we focus on our Tier 3 infrastructure services. And the Mjölnir data center site is located close to the international airport of Keflavik. And there our focus is Tier 1 services for cryptocurrency miners, for example, and also the Tier 3 facilities we have there. So here is a good reason why we chose Iceland as a data center location. So we utilize the bad weather we have here all year round. So the climate in Iceland is perfectly suited for data centers since the climate is quite ambient, and all of our infrastructure utilizes the outside air for cooling. So energy in Iceland is quite reliable, and that is mainly due to that the power grid in Iceland is quite young. And therefore we have very infrequent power outages. And also the power in Iceland is quite cheap and costs less than most other places. All of our cooling, as I mentioned before, is 100% natural free cooling. And also I wanted to mention that all the energy we use in Iceland is 100% renewable. So around 85% of the energy is hydro energy, and around 15% is geothermal energy. Here's an overview and more information about our Mjölnir data center. So we build everything in modular fashion, so we can design the setup according to our clients' wishes. With our direct free cooling, we have achieved a PUE of 1.03. In our Tier 1 design, we have a lower redundancy to reduce the cost, which is perfectly suited for crypto operations. There we have no UPS or generators. The uptime in 2019 was 99.96. We have been operating a Tier 3 facility at the Mjölnir data center site since 2019. And then we have just repurposed Tier 1 facilities, added in UPS and diesel generators to have more redundancy on the operations. Currently, the Mjölnir data center site is one of the largest in Europe, with 70 megawatts of power running. So our design is all greenfield design. So we build the data centers from the ground up, and we customize them to achieve 11 megawatts at around 1,200 square meters. And this is perfectly suited for ASIC miners. We also have a different design which is suitable for GPU units as well. So we can accommodate all different types of crypto miners if needed. Here's an overview of the data center site. So now we have 10 buildings in operation. One building has already been repurposed for Tier 3, and then we have started to build the 11th building. If needed, we also have the next lot available or reserved next to this one, so it's very easy to expand if requested. We have 24/7, 365 security on site. We have gates all around the premises, and all security measures are according to the Tier 3 data center standard. We also have all of our operations certified by ISO 27001. Last but not least, I just want to mention a few points here why you should choose Advania Data Centers as your hosting partner for your crypto miners. So first of all, it's the long history we have. So the company was established originally in 1938. We have started very early in the crypto mining industry back in 2011. Our experience is as well very good in the market, and we have been operating mission critical Tier 3 data centers for decades, and been setting up optimized crypto data centers for the last 7 years. Of course, as I mentioned before, the locating data centers and your miners in Iceland is good performance-wise. So we have very good climate conditions for utilizing the outside air for cooling, and that ensures that your miners are performing at their max capacity. All of the energy we use is renewable, as mentioned, and all of our projects and all of our data centers are based on greenfield from the ground up. By that you are reducing the risk in your projects for sure. Here's an overview. Quick, we can go into pros and cons of brownfield versus greenfield. So in greenfield, you maybe have some high investment initially and longer deployment times, but you benefit from that, achieving efficient cooling, designing everything from the ground up. You can choose the area where to build, and you can set it up in areas, industrial areas, rather than where you could have some complaints from residential areas. And it's easy to expand as well. That was the last slide. I just want to thank you very much for listening, and hope to see you soon.